As Officer Reynolds patrolled the dimly lit streets, his keen eyes caught sight of a lone figure, a young girl, standing in the shadows. She appeared fragile while lost, yet her gaze held a haunting intensity that seemed to pierce through the darkness. Approaching her cautiously, Reynolds felt a chill run down his spine as he noticed the tears glistening in her eyes, her lips trembling with unspoken words. Who was she, and what had brought her to this desolate corner of the city at such a late hour? But before we start, smash the like button and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any new stories. Reynolds knelt before her, his heart racing with a mixture of concern and curiosity. But Emily, as she would later reveal, remained silent, her silence shrouding her in an aura of mystery. With each passing moment, the weight of her silence grew heavier, like a puzzle begging to be solved, a story waiting to be told. Reynolds couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to Emily's presence than met the eye, that beneath her quiet demeanor lay a truth waiting to be unearthed. And so, with a sense of duty and determination, Reynolds embarked on a journey into the depths of Emily's past, unaware of the dangers and secrets that awaited him. In the heart of the bustling city at night, Officer Reynolds and Detective Lawson found themselves thrust into a race against time of unprecedented proportions. A citywide alert sounded through the precinct, setting their hearts pounding with urgency as they embarked on a mission to locate Emily's missing caretaker. As the night wore on, false leads threatened to derail their efforts, casting doubt upon the validity of their mission. Yet, amidst the chaos and uncertainty, a glimmer of hope emerged, a tip placing Emily's caretaker in an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of town. Cold with adrenaline coursing through their veins, Reynolds and Lawson plunged into the darkness, ready to confront whatever awaited them in the shadows. Officers Reynolds and Lawson found themselves in unfamiliar territory following an anonymous tip that led them to a wealthy neighborhood. This unexpected turn of events left them both intrigued and cautious. The tipster's cryptic message hinted at crucial information regarding Emily's mysterious caretaker. The stark contrast between the run-down streets where they found Emily and the manicured lawns of this neighborhood raised questions that demanded answers. Reynolds and Lawson exchanged wary glances as they approached the towering gates of the neighborhood. The grandeur of the mansion seemed out of place against the backdrop of their usual beat. The opulence of the neighborhood masked the darkness that lurked beneath the surface, a darkness that Reynolds and Lawson were determined to expose. Reynolds and Lawson found themselves at the doorstep of wealth and influence as they prepared to confront Mr. Sinclair, the prominent philanthropist whose name resonated through the city's elite circles. Yet with each step closer to Sinclair's mansion, the air crackled with tension, anticipation mingling with apprehension. They knew that unraveling the enigma of Emily's disappearance would require confronting the powerful forces that lurked in the shadows. As they stood before the imposing gates of Sinclair's estate, a sense of foreboding settled over them, the weight of their mission bearing down like a heavy shroud. They approached the grand entrance, their footsteps echoing against the marble floor as they entered the opulent foyer. Sinclair awaited them, his demeanor composed yet guarded, as if he sensed the storm brewing on the horizon. They wasted no time in getting to the heart of the matter, their questions probing the depths of Sinclair's involvement in Emily's disappearance. With each denial that passed Sinclair's lips, Reynolds and Lawson grew more determined, their resolve bolstered by the knowledge that they were closing in on the truth. Sinclair's denial echoed through the opulence. As the hours passed, the officers grew weary, their patience tested by Sinclair's steadfast refusal to cooperate. The officers delved deeper into Sinclair's financial dealings, their scrutiny revealing a tangled web of deceit and corruption. Though the evidence pointed to Sinclair's complicity in Emily's disappearance, his influential connections cast a shadow of danger. Despite the obstacles that lay in their path, Reynolds and Lawson refused to back down, their determination unwavering in the face of adversity. As they continued to probe Sinclair's murky past, they knew that their pursuit of justice would lead them down a treacherous path fraught with danger and deception. Reynolds and Lawson found themselves diving into Emily's emotional roller coaster as they dug deeper into her past. Emily's responses were puzzling. Reynolds couldn't shake off the feeling that there was more to Emily's reactions than met the eye. Could she be holding secrets that even she wasn't aware of? As they observed Emily's interactions with Sinclair, they picked up on subtle cues that only deepened their suspicion. The question nagging at them was, what did Emily and Sinclair share, and why was she so afraid of him? Reynolds felt a surge of protectiveness wash over him as he saw the fear in Emily's eyes while facing Sinclair. His promise to uncover the truth took a back seat to his determination to keep Emily out of harm's way. Back at the precinct, he couldn't shake off the memory of Emily's frightened expression, fueling his resolve to shield her from whatever lurked in the shadows. Reynolds doubled down on his efforts to unravel the truth, driven by the need to ensure Emily's safety. As the days turned into weeks, their investigation led them down unexpected paths, revealing shocking truths about Emily's past. In the stark interrogation room, Reynolds and Lawson faced Sinclair, a respected philanthropist with a facade of charm concealing a labyrinth of deceit. With every probing question, they peeled back layers of falsehoods, unveiling hints of a clandestine agenda lurking beneath Sinclair's polished exterior. As Reynolds and Lawson pressed harder, Sinclair's carefully constructed facade crumbled further, exposing the sinister machinations at play. Yet, amidst the chaos, they detected a glimmer of fear in Sinclair's eyes, a silent acknowledgement of the imminent unraveling of his carefully guarded secrets. With determination burning bright, Reynolds and Lawson vowed to expose the truth, no matter how deeply it was buried. While Reynolds and Lawson interrogated Sinclair, Emily's presence loomed in the background, her silence a palpable barrier to unlocking the mystery shrouding her past. With each passing moment, her demeanor shifted, betraying a mix of fear and recognition that hinted at a connection to Sinclair's dark world. Emily's sudden outburst only added to the intrigue, casting a spotlight on the tangled web of secrets binding her to Sinclair's nefarious deeds. With determination fueled by empathy, Reynolds vowed to protect Emily at all costs, even if it meant confronting the shadows of her past head-on. In a dimly lit room, Emily's hesitant voice shattered the silence as she revealed fragmented memories that sent shivers down Reynolds and Lawson's spines. Her words painted a harrowing picture of a past marred by shadows, hinting at a sinister plot lurking just beyond their grasp. Emily's memories resurfaced. Reynolds and Lawson found themselves grappling with a torrent of emotions, torn between the desire to protect her and the need to uncover the truth. Reynolds and Lawson delved deeper into the investigation. They unearthed evidence of a chilling truth hidden beneath the veneer of wealth and privilege. The discovery of a child trafficking ring operating within the ranks of the wealthy elite sent shockwaves through their investigation, exposing a web of deceit and corruption that reached far beyond their wildest imaginations. With each piece of evidence uncovered, Reynolds and Lawson realized they were up against formidable adversaries determined to protect their secrets at any cost. They followed the trail of breadcrumbs. Reynolds and Lawson found themselves drawn into a dangerous game of cat and mouse, their every move watched by unseen eyes. Armed with determination and a sense of urgency, Reynolds and Lawson embarked on a daring mission to search Sinclair's opulent mansion, where they suspected clues to the truth lay hidden. They combed through the labyrinthine mansion. Reynolds and Lawson's senses were heightened, attuned to the slightest whisper of deception. With each discovery, they pieced together the puzzle of Sinclair's involvement in the child trafficking ring, unraveling a web of deceit that stretched far beyond the confines of his luxurious abode. They unearthed the shocking truth behind Sinclair's actions. Reynolds and Lawson were propelled towards a climactic confrontation that would change everything. Sinclair's demeanor shifted from arrogance to desperation as the weight of his crimes bore down upon him, his carefully constructed facade crumbling under the weight of undeniable truth. With every accusation, he grew increasingly volatile, lashing out with venomous words and futile attempts to evade accountability. But Reynolds and Lawson stood firm, unwavering in their resolve to see justice served, even in the face of Sinclair's defiance. The moment of reckoning arrives as Sinclair, the once untouchable benefactor, is finally apprehended on a litany of charges. However, his powerful connections loom ominously, casting doubt on the success of the case. As the cuffs tighten around his wrists, Sinclair's facade of invincibility begins to crumble, revealing a man desperate to cling to the last vestiges of his influence. With Sinclair behind bars, Reynolds and Lawson confront the daunting task of navigating the labyrinth of legal loopholes and political maneuvering that threaten to undermine their efforts. As the case gains media attention, the pressure mounts, with the public clamoring for justice and the victims yearning for closure. As the dust settles from the whirlwind of arrests and revelations, Reynolds and Lawson shift their focus to ensuring the safety and well-being of Emily and the other rescued children. With the specter of danger still looming, they spare no effort in fortifying their defenses and shielding the vulnerable from harm. Every precaution is taken to secure their sanctuary, from bolstering security measures to enlisting the help of trusted allies to stand guard against any potential threats. In the wake of the harrowing ordeal, Reynolds and Lawson turn to the community for support, rallying their neighbors to provide resources and assistance for the victims' recovery. Together, they form a formidable alliance, united in their mission to uplift those who have been torn down by the cruelty of others. Through their collective efforts, they create a network of support that serves as a beacon of hope in the darkest of times. As the truth about the trafficking ring is unveiled, shock and outrage ripple through the local community like a seismic wave. Residents reel in disbelief as they grapple with the horrifying reality that such atrocities were unfolding right under their noses. The once tranquil streets are now abuzz with fervent conversations and impassioned protests, as neighbors come together to demand justice for the victims and accountability from those who allowed such heinous crimes to occur. In the aftermath of their harrowing investigation, Reynolds and Lawson emerge from the shadows with a renewed sense of purpose. Despite the darkness that shrouded their journey, they find solace in the resilience of Emily and the other survivors. Each triumph over adversity serves as a beacon of hope, illuminating the path forward amidst the lingering shadows of the past. As they reflect on the trials they've endured, they are reminded of the indomitable human spirit and the capacity for healing and redemption. With Emily by their side, a living testament to the power of perseverance, they vow to press on in their pursuit of justice. Though scars may linger and wounds may run deep, they refuse to be defined by the darkness that once threatened to consume them. Instead, they draw strength from their shared resolve to build a better future, one where no child suffers at the hands of exploitation and abuse. Together, they stand as guardians of the innocent, unwavering in their commitment to protect and empower those in need. In the hearts of Reynolds and Lawson burns a flame of hope, a beacon that pierces the darkness and guides them toward a future where justice reigns supreme. Though the road ahead may be fraught with challenges, they refuse to falter in their pursuit of a better world. With Emily's laughter as their guiding light, they march forward, ready to face whatever trials may come their way. For in the end, it is not the darkness that defines them, but the light they carry within their souls.